might need you to turn. Oh, no,
ready, Helga? Oh, actually, Tara's probably go first.
I just want to watch this.
You're gonna. What I'm gonna have you do is just
Make
have
sure
the
you're really
camera
close to
basically
it.
like over it. Like
Yeah.
you want to see the veins. It's not seeing me.
Because it doesn't zoom.
Just like hold over and I'm gonna go through it all.
We should probably wait for her to just kind of overlap.
Okay.
It's not fun.
Are you filming?
Are you going
Now I am.
All right. Get up in there. Here, this entire thing is known as the pericardial cavity. It is lined with parietal pericardium. The lining over the heart would be known as the visceral pericardium. Now, the sinus venosus is the first part of the heart. You can't see it in here because it always gets cut. It's more like this, but everyone's just going to look cut. Next is the atrium. You see it's a very flat-looking area under the heart. Even on the other side, you can see this mushy area. It's atrium. The hard part is the next part. That's the ventricle. And then it goes into the conus arteriosus. And then it enters the ventral aorta. And at the very top where it branches, that's the afferent branchial arteries. And they're going to the gills. When everything comes out of the gills, it's now oxygenated, so it's going to be red. These are the efferent branchial arteries coming out of the gills. There's two very light arteries here. They're the paired dorsal aorta, or aorta, how do you say it? This vertical area, these two, hyoidian arteries. And where it bends is the internal carotid artery. Going down the backbone is the dorsal aorta.
Hold on, point that out again.
The dorsal aorta along the backbone. Let me just turn the page. Did you turn the page?
God damn it.
Get it? Alright. This very light artery here is the subclavian artery. Along the backbone where we saw that dorsal aorta here, there's these very light things coming off of it. Those are called intersegmental arteries. This long artery that kind of hangs off is the celiac artery. And it comes down into an area known as the gastrohepatic artery. Now, it's gastrohepatic because in this direction, it comes off into the stomach. This is the stomach. So this is the gastric artery. And in this direction, it branches off into the hepatic artery, which goes to the liver. Now, if we follow this, where all this branches, we kept going down. When it goes in the down direction, this becomes the, gotta say this, pancreatico-mesenteric artery.
Good job.
Down in here, there's a really small artery I've yet to find. Even Wong couldn't find it, so fuck him. But it's known as like the pyloric artery. It's somewhere like, because like here we have that pancreatico-mesenteric artery. Somewhere around here is like a small thing called the pyloric artery. I'm going to find it. Okay. Now, I said this was the stomach. Next comes the intestines. Along here is the anterior intestinal arteries. The other side of it, posterior intestinal artery. So anterior, posterior. These rings that go all around the arteries are known as annular arteries.
forgot there was a
Hold on, Long's talking.
scheduled class here at noon because the other lab wasn't big enough. But you can take your cats down to
123.
BC 123. Very sharp.
Where is that?
Right on the other side.
Remove
Oh,
the
okay.
cat parts from the steak or no.
Yeah.
Where you go.
Where do we do that with?
Cat parts in the steak with like your gloves.
Keep doing it.
Put the cat.
So as I said, the rings around here are annular rings.
There they are.
I'm like looking at my paper. Okay. Okay. So, we go back here, where you see the rectal gland.
Oh,
There's
baby.
an artery attached to it known as the posterior mesenteric artery. If you follow that, it attaches to the dorsal aorta on the backbone there. And follow it just a little bit up, and you're going to find this break. There's actually two. One, two. This first one is known as the gastrosplenic artery. The second one is the posterior intestinal artery, which I pointed out to you is on this underside of the intestine. So it's going to come from the dorsal aorta up here, and it's going to go right into the along the intestinal wall. And to end the artery system, when he asks you to look for the iliac artery, it's going to be like way down in here. And he said really, as long as you point downward, like you give him an idea that you know it's there,
Thank you.
then it's good enough. And finally, the caudal artery, caudal tail. This bottom hole is what contains the artery in the vein, and the top part of it is the caudal artery. The bottom is going to be the caudal vein.
Yeah, they're here till 2.
So that's the
Whose
arteries.
tweezers are these? These are
Dun-dun,
They're probably
dun-dun. You done?
Yeah, we'll do veins in another video.